Thursday, April 11th, 2:28 p.m. New York time. Welcome to Winning Wall Street's Money. I have a YouTube page you're watching this on. If you want to get notifications when the videos are, well, click subscribe. Even better, I have a Patreon page. If you join level 1, you get access to my videos the same day, as well as additional information. If you join level 2, you get the same as level 1, and a lot more access to good content for trade ideas. This morning, I shared with my level 2 Patreon members. This is my Patreon page. And we're looking at content for the level 2 and higher. At pre-market, before the New York stock market opened, during the futures hours of pre-market for trade ideas to trade swing trades and day trades, I posted this video. A lot of good content in this video going over divergencies and the trade idea for the day, the week. Let's continue. Looking here on the S&P 500 futures. This is the 10 days, 4-hour candles. This is part of my process, top down. Again, each candle is 4 hours. Current candle, well, that would be done at the close. I'm looking here for big moves, such as these big, huge candles. Again, majority of the candles was more trading ranges, and these big candles had a huge events occur on the 4-hour time frame. Very important to me. Yep. As well as these inside candles, these yellow ones. So pre-market, 7 a.m. is when I at my desk starting to label price levels. Price levels, they mean different to different people. And I'm going to show you what they mean to me. This big red candle, it was a sell-off. I labeled the top of it impulse down because it was, again, bearish sell-off. Vice versa, if it was green, I would have labeled the bottom impulse up. So panic selling, huge dump during that time frame. Let's continue going forward. Here in the 1 hour, I also label the 1 hours. Let's go a little bit more forward. 15-minute. This green area is the Asian session, 2000 to 2300. Then the London session, 0200 to 0500. And then the New York session, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. I don't need to highlight that. And I'm talking about the banking hours, the equity hours too. You'll see that momentarily. Let's go back to the 1 hour so you can see more. Going to zoom out a little bit more. Looking at 5 days, 1 hour. See these gray horizontal lines and these red horizontal lines. They're big round numbers. The red ones end in double zeros and 50s. And the gray ones end in 75 and 25. Very important numbers. Again, price levels. Different kind of price levels. See this price level, again, I mentioned was impulse down. These horizontal lines that got the dots, big round numbers. Look for potential trades off them. Maybe reversals, maybe breakouts to the continuation. Go look at that in the faster time frame. Back on the 4 hour to show again, each 4 hour candle closes the current price. I'm labeling these high. So we're looking here. So let's go back to the 4 hour. There we are. It's the 4 hour candle. Go from here. Each of these 4 hour candles. So 7 a.m. being this first vertical line. These vertical lines, the blue ones, are top of the hour. There's a lot of things happening at the top of the hour that I want to be labeled. And then these orange vertical lines are big news events occurring. And the yellow one is the New York Open. Okay, now you know what those are vertical ones. But again, these 4-hour candles, if we hadn't taken them out yet, I'm labeling the high and low. So you can see this yellow candle here. Again, yellow candles, FY, if you don't know. I call them my inside candles because I simply didn't take out the high or low of the prior candle, regardless of time frame. So this 4-hour candle, low of it, the high of it, I labeled that blue horizontal line, and it even says 4-hour. And then look at this 4-hour candle here. Never took out the prior 4-hour candle, another inside candle. And again, on the right side, when I'm setting up my charts in the morning, if we haven't taken out the 4-hour candles yet, high or low, well, I'm labeling the high and low. So prior to me trading, we hadn't taken it out yet. And then look at this 4-hour candle here. Well, we did take it out. This green candle took out the high. So it wasn't relevant for me to label the high. And I didn't label the low because it was already taken out during that time frame here. I want to show you some more. Let's go up to the 1 hour. And also labeling these 1-hour candles if they hadn't been taken out yet. But again, they were. So there wasn't much there prior to me to come back to the 15 minutes, show me again. So the 15-minute here, I label the high and low of the overnight. So again, this vertical line here, zoom in some more so you can see. Vertical line here was 7 a.m., 0700 New York time. At that point in time, we hadn't taken out the overnight high and low. I labeled that overnight high and low there. Yellow horizontal line, dotted. Yellow horizontal line on the overnight low, overnight high, right there. See in the yellow overnight high, overnight low. We didn't take those out yet when I was at setting up my charts. Now, going here on the 5 minutes, this big red horizontal line, 5,200, big round numbers. Remember, I say big round numbers ending in 00 and 50, 5,250. You're going to notice there's a minute, the gray horizontal lines, quarters and 50s. So if you notice here, again, we're looking at 5-minute charts, the Asian session, tight trading range, really small, less traders participating at this party. Come in the London session, you have people from the Asian session still participating, and then you have people from the North America, Western Hemisphere trading here. So again, you have more activity, more economic news as well too. Coming into the New York session, you have people from the London session and the Western Hemisphere trading, so it brings more activity and more news. So you choose what time frame works for you. I'm located in the New York session, so I'm going to trade my morning session. Not going to sit around at night here or up in the morning looking at charts here. Nope. Again, day trading, scalping. Let's go forward a little bit more so you can see more. Oops. Count how many times I say oops in this video. You might get a reward. 5-minute chart, Asian session, London session. Blue vertical line, 0700, top of the hour. Go forward, I want to show you more. Again, we already know we're trading below big round number. Be concerned like that. Big round number, let's show you on the higher time frame, maybe you'll see better. Big round number, 5,200. 15-minute chart, candle, broke below it, closed below it. Higher probability, we're going to go the next big round number being quarter down here. So it often happens that way. When you reject big round numbers, you can look to trade off them to potentially retest another key level. Again, first look at the quarters and then the big round number. So again, broke below here, closed below here. One should be looking for potential tests down here. Again, now we're on the 5 minutes. Again, overnight low here. And we broke below it right here. After 0,700. So often at the top of the hour, you have potential changes. Let's go forward a little bit more. Yep, look at that. That point there, that 5 minute chart went up, faked out, big tail on the wick, rejected it, and the momentum continued down here, eventually taking out what? The overnight low here. Scalping off the 1 minute. Again, the higher time frames, looking for trade setups. So here, the 1 minute, but I have it drawn on the 5 minutes. Here, again, we broke the big round number right there during the Asian session. Watch the 1 minute, because that's where I'm looking for the triggers. 0.7 and that vertical line 0.700. Bingo, tested the overnight low, broke below it. We already know this big round number, 5,200, got rejected. We're looking for what target on the downside? What target did I say? Excuse me, it's coffee. So we're looking at a 5 minute. Remember the 15 minute I mentioned here? That big number, that gray line. So that's what we're looking for, the 1 minute down. Let me zoom out some more. There we go. Good enough. Right there. 51.75. So we're looking for that potential on the downside on the 1 minute. And going forward, let's continue going forward. See how things play out. Speed it up. Broke that 4 hour low, another key price level. So as I'm breaking these, I'm updating these because they're less important. Still want to be aware of them. Just updating them. Oops. Because we already broke it. So we know we broke this one just shy of 0.730. What did we break? We broke the overnight low. So that price level is less important because we already broke it. And that overnight low, we were potentially looking for a trade idea. We knew buyers stepped in at the overnight low, but the buyers were not going to do that here. Nope. The momentum was down. Even that pop, weak rejection. Tested the 4 hour low here. And went lower and tested the next 4 hour low. Remember those inside candles? Yep, so rejection. And it's the 1 hour chart. Of the rejection. Let me show you again here on the 4 hour. Look at the 4 hour chart. So again, these inside candles, remember I mentioned those 4 hour lows I was leaving after they're done. Let's go back to the 1 minute. You can see where they tested and rejected it. Again, the mindset was being bearish bias, looking for a continue going lower to test quarters, the big round numbers. Oops, went too fast. So again, coming here closer. 0.800, top of the hour. And sometimes at 8:30, there's economic news. Sometimes 8:45, there's economic news. So at 8:30 here, economic news. Yep, huge spike. Look at that candle. Huge spike. Let's continue going forward. Zoom in some more. Right there. So the prior day low, yellow horizontal line, prior day low happened to be above big round number 51.75. Tested the prior day low, broke below it. and also broke below big round number, 51.75. Let's zoom in some more, see we actually tested the other levels. Yep, look at that, deep, breaking all these key levels. And then got dumped, news came out. Look at that, huge trading range, big round numbers to the upside, real fast on the 1 minute chart. 1 minute, all this happened in a 1 minute. Wow. The point was, again, rejected big round number up here on the higher time frame, and the momentum was down. We were looking for it to come down here. One could have been trading bearish down here, looking for these retracements filled, and looking for a target down here and a potential reversal down here. And that occurred there. Let's go forward a little bit more. Oops. So 0630, 830. Well, we know 9, top of the hour. Oh, also look at this. We went up, broke the overnight high right there. Again, closing above the 52. Let's look at the higher time frame. Excuse me. Shame on my coffee. Let's show you on the 1 hour. There we go, on the 1 hour. 1 hour chart. So again, quarters, this gray line, break above that, close above that. You expect you're going to go up, test the next big number, which you'll see here on the 1 minute momentarily. Wait for back of the 5 minute. So look at the 5 minute. We broke above this big round number, 5,200. Well, we're looking to go to the upside. Sorry, to the upside would be the what next? Be the quarter and then the half. Let's continue looking at the 1 minute. Break the overnight high here. Not Nevada anymore. So I update that. Not taking it off, though it's important to me still, but I'm updating it. There we go. Going forward. Remember, we have a high here, that blue line, which is the 4 hour. So because we broke above here and closed above here, big round number, I'm looking for, again, an opportunity trade bullish, a retracement. Nine o'clock, top of the hour right there. And look at this. We actually test the 4 hour high right there. Right there. Let's label that. And let's look at it on the 5 minute too. Right there. Tested it on a 5 minute. And we actually broke above it, but we didn't close above it. So keep that there, that line. Going forward, we know what's coming out at 9:30. You're going to see a vertical line, 9:30, the New York Open. We're seeing buyers stepping in here. Again, we see the momentum to the upside. Yeah. So I'm expecting, because we closed above this 5,200 or bullish bias, that news, the event showed bullish bias, may have a retest midpoint somewhere in this big 1 minute candle. As well, when I look at the 5 minute candle, zoom in some more here, I would label the midpoint there. Go back to the 1 minute. Go here on the 1 minute. Oops. Did you count that on the 1 minute? Here we go. 5 minute. Apologize. Let's go back here on the 1 minute. So in the 1 minute, again, 9 o'clock right there, top of the hour. Going forward between the 9 a.m. and we know 9:30 the New York stock opens. Look at that. Broke above it. Broke above that 4 hour high. Already was bullish bias. There we go. Seeing going forward, getting closer to that 9:30. So again, 5,200 or above it, one would expect we're going to go to the next big round number, be the quarters, 52.25. Again, bullish bias, looking to trade bullish, looking to trade on the pullbacks, on weakness, and breakouts, whatever triggers you want to use. So 9 a.m., 09 a.m. here, looks consolidation coming closer to the 9:30, 9:29. Watch this next 1 minute. Market opens, New York opens, stock exchange opens. Go forward. 5,200. Oops. Shame on me. There we go. Touched the wrong button. Shame on me. 9:45. So 15 minutes into the New York session open. We haven't tested the 5,200 yet. We haven't taken out this new high, which would be the new high pre-market right there. 10 a.m. economic event happens. I think it was a Fed speaker. Went down there and tested it. Broke below it, closed below it. Again, these big numbers, I keep the charts on. Let's continue going. So again, looking at 1032 calls. It's a long time at the trading desk. So we rejected up there. So what happens again? Right off the bat, broke below the big round number, closed below it. So one should be looking at potential retest to the downside there. Big round numbers. $10.15 news, dump. Look at that. Or not news, but 10.15 coming in closer. You may not exactly get a hit on some of these because again, big candle, should have labeled midpoint there. I'll show you. Let's do it on the 5 minute. 5 minute candle. Zoom in. On the body, not the wicks. I'm labeling the body. Midpoint, 50%, middle, 50%. And because it's a 5 minute candle, I want to identify what candle time frame I'm using the midpoint off of. There we go. Let's go back to the 1 minute. Here we go on the 1 minute. Look at that. We tested the midpoint in the 1 minute and broke below it. So that would not be valid anymore. Here we go. And let's continue on forward. This is the 1 minute chart. See how things go. Okay, we want to see if there's going to be a test here or a test there. I've tested the big round number. 11 o'clock, and I'm already done trading. I'm gone between 10 and 10:30. But just want to see how it plays out. Let's go back to the 5 minutes. Here's the 5 minutes. Take it to the 11 o'clock so you can see. 5 minute chart. 11 o'clock. What happens? A lot of traders in the European session close up. It's their evening, afternoon. They're done. So you have less traders in the later US market. And most of the activity is here, the number of traders. There are still trade opportunities even when the Europeans are leaving. Again, our late morning, is there early or is there late afternoon, early evening? So what happens here? Reversal again. This number finally gets tested right here. That's the quarter, 52. That midpoint on that 4 hour. Let me show you what that looks like on the 4 hour. This big candle, remember I told you on the impulse move down? Impulse move down, the blue horizontal line, labeled midpoint right there, that 4 hour. Let's go look at the 1 hour. I'll show you on the 5 minute. Right there on the 5 minute gets tested. And here we are right now. 2:53 p.m. New York time and the market. So again, This is some of the point of views I'm showing you on my trading strategy. Price levels, significant events, timeframes, these vertical lines, and the price levels, how I'm coming to draw them on different perspectives, big round numbers, as well as the highs and lows and areas, triggers. But the main point was the pre-market video I mentioned. I already had a bullish bias expecting this kind of thing to play out. And the trade idea was using day trading and swing trades. Thank you as always for spending just a little bit of time with me. That's it for the video. Thanks for watching.